The Young and the Restless spoilers Thursday, January 8th. Audra and Holden's reboot. Kyle's leverage. Kane devastated. The Young and the Restless spoilers are in for Thursday, January 8th, 2026. In the next episode, Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, gets a fresh start. Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, helps get leverage. Plus, Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, switch gears. Keep reading to find out what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Kane Ashby devastated. Let's start off with Kane, who really tried to move forward with Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil. While she did return the kiss, her head took over her heart. Lily started remembering all the lies and secrets. Then, she started to remember constantly seeing Kane with Phyllis. Lily has decided to leave town. Kane is absolutely devastated and doesn't know what to do now. Of course, Phyllis always has impeccable timing and will be right there to rub salt in Kane's wounds. Phyllis Summers switches gears. Phyllis might tell Kane that he will never get back Lily's heart. Not after everything that's happened. Kane might disagree, but Phyllis could suggest there is another way to move forward. By joining her in an alliance, Phyllis can be pretty convincing. Plus, Kane trying to be a decent guy hasn't worked out well for him. Of course, he didn't exactly give it a lot of time. At the same time, maybe he was secretly hoping to have a reason to be Aristotle Dumas again. Kyle Abbott's leverage. The Young and the Restless spoilers for tomorrow's episode reveal that Kyle will help Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, get leverage on Victor Newman, Eric Braeden. Fans know that Jack returns home from chatting with Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn. Then, Jack reports the latest information to Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters. However, they still don't have a guaranteed plan. It seems that Kyle will come to the rescue by telling his parents about Matt Clark, Roger Howarth. Diane won't understand how this will help with Victor. It sounds like Kyle might suggest using Matt to force Victor to drop his attacks on Jabot and even print a retraction. However, will Victor agree to such a deal? With Matt on the loose, he just might. Audra Charles's reboot. As for Audra, she will agree to a new beginning with Holden Novak, Nathan Owens. While Holden agrees not to spill any more details about their secret, Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, could continue digging. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Thursday, January 8th, 2026? The Young and the Restless spoilers. Thursday, January 8th, 2026. Audra and Holden's reboot, Kyle's leverage, and Kane's world falling apart. By today's breaking soap news. The drama in The Young and the Restless reaches new heights this Thursday, and viewers are in for a roller coaster of emotion, strategy, and unlikely truces that could reshape the power landscape in Genoa City. What was once predictable has turned into a day full of shocking alliances, secret deals, and devastated characters trying to pick up the pieces. Buckle up. Here's everything you need to know. Daytime soap stop. 1. Audra and Holden, a fresh start. Really? One of the most talked about developments this week has been the tumultuous relationship between Audra Charles and Holden Novak. These two have been at odds since arriving in Genoa City, not just emotionally, but also because of their tangled past involving secrets, threats, and some very dark history back in Los Angeles. What's happening on January 8th? In Thursday's episode, Audra and Holden finally call a truce, choosing to put their contentious history behind them. After months of back-and-forth accusations and power plays, they agree on something simple but seismic. No more dragging each other's pasts into the present. Holden decides not to share any more dangerous details of their past with Claire Newman, despite how explosive that information could be. Audra, recognizing the cost of constant conflict, accepts the truce and agrees to keep their history buried. This moment may seem calm on the surface, a simple handshake or cordial conversation, but it is loaded with implications. Audra regains some strategic focus instead of being consumed by personal vendettas. Holden contains potentially explosive info, which could keep Claire blissfully unaware for now. Their truce may be temporary because unresolved tension and past trauma rarely stay buried on YNR. This development also softens Audra's character arc, shifting her from constant antagonist to someone now capable of peace. That's huge in Genoa City. 2. Kyle's shocking leverage against Victor. Every major YNR conflict eventually circles back to Victor Newman, and this time it's no different. After weeks of Newman-Abbott warfare, complete with AI scandal whispers and corporate sabotage, Kyle Abbott steps forward with something very unexpected: leverage. What leverage? Rather than just reacting to Victor's latest onslaught, Kyle finds a bargaining chip that could change everything. The twist comes when Kyle reveals information about Matt Clark, a figure many believed was gone forever. YNR recaps spoilers and news. According to previews, the Abbott security detail tracked someone connected to the Newmans' dark history, and it leads them straight to Matt Clark, whom everyone assumed was dead. This gives Kyle and Jack something more powerful than just gossip. Proof of Victor's dangerous activities. Something real to leverage in negotiations. A potential legal angle to finally corner Victor once and for all. And because YNR loves to blur the lines between corporate warfare and family revenge, Kyle's leverage isn't just about business, it's personal. Jack Abbott is desperate to flip the tide in his battle with Victor, and Kyle's bombshell may be the weapon he needs. Why this matters. This is a rare win for the Abbotts, and it underscores Kyle's growth as more than just the Abbott heir with a big heart but questionable instincts. Instead, he shows strategic cunning, tying Victor's AI misuse and Matt Clark's ruin into something that could finally force Newman's hand. 3. Kane Ashby's heartbreak. Phyllis steps in. If there's a character who has taken hit after hit lately, it's Kane Ashby. Once a respected media mogul and moral compass in Genoa City, Kane has seen a breakup with Lily Winters after mixed signals and hurt feelings. His ambitions jeopardized by Victor's relentless schemes. His business under threat from AI sabotage. His self-confidence crumbling in public view. What happens on January 8th? Kane is devastated, not just professionally but personally. Lily leaving town throws him into a tailspin. Kane is drinking at the Genoa City Athletic Club, wallowing in his loss and questioning his worth. And here enters Phyllis Summers, always opportunistic, always ready to stir the pot. Instead of consoling Kane, Phyllis uses this as her opening to push him toward a darker, past version of himself, the ruthless, unstoppable businessman associated with Aristotle Dumas. She doesn't just comfort him, she challenges him. She tells him, maybe being the nice guy got you nowhere. Maybe it's time to fight fire with fire. This comes with massive consequences. Kane's confidence shattered. Phyllis hoping to rekindle an alliance, possibly romantic or strictly strategic. A heel turn looming for Kane if he takes her bait. Phyllis isn't doing this for Kane's benefit. She's doing this to further her own agenda, and she knows exactly how to push his buttons. What it means for Genoa City. If Kane shifts into a more ruthless mode, Victor could gain a dangerous new rival. The Abbotts might ally with someone unpredictable. Lily's absence may leave room for another romantic twist. Phyllis might end up playing puppet master again. It's a layered storyline, one that plays on loss, manipulation, and dramatic reinvention. 4. The bigger picture. Strategy meets emotion. Thursday's episode isn't just about isolated feuds and reconciliations. It sets the stage for a major power reshuffle in Genoa City. Let's unpack how all these threads tie together. A. Victor on the defensive. For the first time in a long while, Victor is not completely in control. Leverage against him, especially involving Matt Clark and the AI scandal, could weaken his grip on both business and family dynamics. Jack with proof, Kyle with strategy, Diane watching it all unfold. Newman Media may finally lose its untouchable status. B. Audra and Holden, allies or time bombs. Their peace isn't just a truce, it's a strategic reset. Neither wants to spill dangerous details that could land them both in trouble. But Genoa City thrives on tension, so expect cracks. Plus, the decision to keep Claire out of the loop could blow up spectacularly later. C. Kane's crisis, catalyst for change. Kane's emotional collapse is ground zero for one of the most unpredictable character arcs. Will he rise from this heartbreak stronger, or will he fall into the darker path Phyllis is offering? Either way, Genoa City's boardrooms and bedrooms are about to get more chaotic. 5. Predictions, what this could lead to. Based on how these plot lines are set up, here are some possible future explosions. Victor versus Jack, reinvented war. With new leverage, Jack may finally corner Victor in a way he hasn't in years, possibly forcing a settlement or out-and-out betrayal. Kane's transformation. Kane's devastation could lead to one of two paths: a villainous resurgence, a tragic downfall. Phyllis's influence will be key. Audra and Holden, future turmoil. History has a way of coming back, and secrets never stay buried in Genoa City. Expect their truce to unravel when least expected. Final thoughts. Today's shocking young and the restless spoilers. Kane Ashby devastated. Heartbreak hits Genoa City hard. Fans of the young and the restless are in for a roller coaster of emotions this week as shocking developments leave one of Genoa City's most beloved characters, Kane Ashby, utterly devastated. Thursday's episode promises high drama, shocking betrayals, and emotional chaos that will have viewers on the edge of their seats. From betrayal within the Newman Empire to personal heartbreak for Kane, Genoa City is about to feel the full force of turmoil. Here's everything we know about Kane's latest struggles, and why fans are already predicting one of the most emotionally charged storylines of the year. Kane Ashby faces unimaginable heartbreak. Kane Ashby has always been a central figure in Genoa City, admired for his loyalty, integrity, and commitment to the people he loves. But as the latest spoilers reveal, Kane is about to face a devastating blow that could change him forever. The root of his heartbreak stems from the very people he trusted the most, and viewers are bracing for Kane's reaction when the betrayal comes to light. At the heart of Kane's devastation is the complex web of relationships surrounding the Newman family and his own personal life. With Victor Newman's manipulations reaching new levels and secrets bubbling to the surface, Kane finds himself caught in a situation that leaves him feeling powerless and betrayed. This week, spoilers suggest that Kane will discover a secret that shakes him to his core, forcing him to question who he can trust in Genoa City. The betrayal that hits Kane hardest. The news that has Kane so shaken involves none other than someone close to him. While the show keeps the details under wraps, speculation among fans is rampant. Could it be Lily Winters, the love of his life, whose intentions may be misinterpreted, or worse, manipulated by someone with a vendetta? Or is the betrayal coming from the corporate side of things, with Kane being blindsided by Victor Newman's ruthless power plays? Early teasers indicate that Kane's devastation will be multifaceted. He's not just dealing with heartbreak in his personal life. There are professional ramifications as well. Kane has long been involved in Newman Enterprises and other business ventures that tie him closely to Genoa City's elite. This week, Kane faces a situation where both his personal and professional worlds collide, leaving him reeling and struggling to find solid ground. Kyle Abbott's leverage, complicating Kane's world. As if Kane's personal betrayal isn't enough, Kyle Abbott enters the scene with newfound leverage. Fans know that Kyle has long been positioned as a cunning player in Genoa City's corporate chess game, and spoilers suggest he has a secret that could further complicate Kane's life. Kyle's actions this week may force Kane to make impossible choices, balancing loyalty, love, and justice. Kyle's leverage is expected to act as a catalyst, accelerating Kane's downward spiral. For Kane, who has always valued integrity and fairness, Kyle's manipulations could feel like a personal attack on his character and judgment. The tension between Kane and Kyle promises to be explosive, with fiery confrontations and emotional showdowns that fans will not want to miss. Lily Winters, a partner in chaos. No storyline involving Kane Ashby is complete without Lily Winters. However, this week, Lily finds herself in a situation that could strain her relationship with Cain to the breaking point. Spoilers hint that Lily's involvement, intentional or otherwise, may inadvertently contribute to Cain's devastation. For fans who have watched Cain and Lily navigate countless obstacles over the years, the thought of another rift between them is both heart-wrenching and captivating. The tension this week isn't just about romantic misunderstandings. It's about trust, loyalty, and the fragility of relationships in a city where secrets are currency. Lily may try to support Cain through his professional struggles, but her own entanglements and decisions could make it nearly impossible for them to maintain a united front. Family ties tested. Cain's family connections are also in the spotlight this week. The Ashby family has always been portrayed as a pillar of support for Cain, but recent developments suggest even those ties may be tested. As the emotional and professional pressures mount, Cain may find that even his family cannot shield him from the fallout. This storyline is significant not just for Cain's character, but for the broader canvas of the young and the restless. Family drama has always been at the heart of the show, and this week's focus on Cain's vulnerabilities emphasizes just how high the stakes are for all involved. Viewers can expect emotional confrontations, heartfelt dialogues, and moments of raw vulnerability that showcase Cain in a way rarely seen before. Cain's emotional journey. Cain Ashby's devastation is not just a plot device, it's an emotional journey that will resonate deeply with fans. From shock and disbelief to anger and sorrow, Cain's reactions are expected to cover the full spectrum of human emotion. As spoilers hint, Cain may struggle with questions of self-worth and trust, forcing him to confront whether he can continue to invest in relationships and business dealings that seem to betray him at every turn. This storyline provides a rare opportunity to explore Cain's character more deeply, revealing strengths, vulnerabilities, and the resilience that has kept him afloat in Genoa City's turbulent waters. Fans can expect moments of solitude where Cain grapples with his feelings, possibly reflecting on past decisions and wondering whether he could have seen the betrayal coming. These introspective moments will provide a compelling counterpoint to the high-drama confrontations, giving the audience a nuanced view of Cain's inner world. Viewer reactions, shock and sympathy. Social media is already buzzing with reactions to the spoilers. Fans are expressing shock, disbelief, and sympathy for Cain, with many taking to Twitter, Instagram, and fan forums to discuss possible outcomes. The devastation storyline has struck a chord, with viewers empathizing with Cain's plight and speculating about how he will navigate the challenges ahead. Some fans predict that Cain's heartbreak could lead to a temporary separation from Lily, while others believe he may channel his devastation into professional triumphs or revenge against those who betrayed him. The diversity of fan theories speaks to the effectiveness of this storyline in capturing attention and generating engagement. Genoa City on edge. This week's events don't just affect Cain. They ripple across the entire landscape of Genoa City. The fallout from Cain's devastation has the potential to disrupt multiple relationships and business dealings, creating a domino effect of tension and conflict. Victor Newman, always the master manipulator, may see Cain's vulnerability as an opportunity to assert control or leverage the situation for his own gain. Meanwhile, other characters in Cain's orbit, including Devin, Amanda, and the Winters family, could be drawn into the drama, further complicating the emotional and professional stakes. The interconnected nature of these storylines ensures that Cain's devastation will have long-lasting implications, affecting not only his own life but the broader narrative of the show. Fans are likely to see alliances shift, loyalties tested, and secrets revealed, all in the wake of Cain's heartbreak. What this means for Cain and Lily. At the center of this turmoil is Cain's relationship with Lily. Their bond has endured countless trials, from business conflicts to personal tragedies, but this latest shock could push them to the brink. Viewers can expect intense scenes where Cain and Lily confront the reality of their situation, possibly leading to tears, arguments, and emotional revelations. The question on everyone's mind: can Cain and Lily survive this latest test? Spoilers suggest that reconciliation is possible, but only if both are willing to face the truth and navigate the complexities of betrayal, trust, and love. For longtime fans, this tension adds a layer of emotional investment, keeping audiences glued to the screen as they root for Kane and Lily to overcome adversity. Predictions and theories. Given the high stakes, fans are already speculating about Kane's next moves. Some popular theories include professional revenge. Kane could retaliate against those who betrayed him in the business world, using his intelligence and resources to regain control. Temporary separation. Kane and Lily might take a step back from their relationship to reassess their priorities and rebuild trust. Family intervention. The Ashby family could play a crucial role in supporting Kane, helping him navigate both personal and professional crises. Unexpected alliances. Kane might form new alliances, possibly with unlikely characters, to counteract betrayal and regain stability. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is clear. Kane Ashby's devastation is set to create some of the most emotionally charged moments in The Young and the Restless history. Conclusion: a heart-wrenching episode ahead. Thursday's episode promises to be a must-watch for fans of The Young and the Restless. Kane Ashby's devastation is more than just a plot twist. It's a deep, emotional storyline that touches on themes of betrayal, love, trust, and resilience. With Kyle Abbott's manipulations, family dynamics, and romantic tensions all converging, Genoa City is in for a week of intense drama. For Kane, the journey ahead will test his character, challenge his relationships, and force him to confront the harsh realities of life in Genoa City. Fans can expect emotional confrontations, shocking revelations, and moments of raw vulnerability that highlight why Kane Ashby remains one of the show's most compelling and beloved characters. As the drama unfolds, viewers will be glued to their screens, eager to see how Kane navigates heartbreak, betrayal, and the complex web of relationships surrounding him. One thing is certain: Thursday's episode is shaping up to be a roller coaster of emotions, and Kane Ashby's devastation will leave a lasting impact on Genoa City and on fans long after the credits roll. Today's shocking news of The Young and the Restless. Phyllis Summers switches gears in Genoa City. Genoa City is in uproar today as one of its most notorious and unpredictable residents, Phyllis Summers, has made a move that no one saw coming. Long known for her fiery temper, cunning schemes, and relentless pursuit of both love and power, Phyllis has always been a character who keeps everyone on their toes. But in a shocking twist that has fans buzzing across social media, it seems Phyllis is switching gears, potentially rewriting her future in ways that could leave her closest allies, rivals, and even her own family completely stunned. For decades, Phyllis has been a master manipulator. Whether it was romantic entanglements, corporate battles at Newman Enterprises, or personal vendettas, she always seemed to have a plan. Sometimes two, often three moves ahead. But today, the tables appear to have turned. Instead of going after revenge or power, Phyllis is reportedly taking a route that has fans questioning whether this is the real Phyllis Summers, or a new side we've never truly seen before. Phyllis's love life takes an unexpected turn. One of the most talked about aspects of Phyllis's life has always been her romantic roller coaster. From Jack Abbott to Nick Newman and her recent entanglements with other Genoa City power players, she has never shied away from following her heart or her ambition. Today, sources close to the show hint that Phyllis is deliberately stepping back from romantic schemes, at least temporarily, to focus on something bigger, herself. Fans have speculated that her latest actions signal a potential self-empowerment phase. After years of love triangles, betrayals, and heartbreak, Phyllis may be prioritizing her own ambitions over her romantic endeavors. While this could mean a temporary cooling off from her usual high-profile flings, it also sets the stage for a new, more calculating Phyllis, a woman who can pursue power without letting emotions cloud her judgment. This shift has already caused ripples among her past lovers. Jack Abbott, for instance, has been seen struggling to understand her sudden change in behavior. Could this be the moment that finally forces Jack, Nick, and even the ambitious Kane Ashby to rethink how they approach the ever-unpredictable Phyllis? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Love in Genoa City just got a lot more complicated. Corporate chess game. Phyllis moves at Newman Enterprises. Phyllis's switch in gears is not limited to romance. One of the most explosive developments reported today revolves around her corporate maneuvering at Newman Enterprises. Historically, Phyllis has had a complicated relationship with the Newman family empire, balancing on a fine line between ally and adversary. But her latest move seems calculated, audacious, and perhaps more daring than anything she's done before. Insiders reveal that Phyllis is making a play that could reshape the boardroom entirely. Sources hint that she may be aligning with unexpected allies within the company, or even outside of it, giving her a strategic advantage that could outmaneuver longtime Newman loyalists. This is not just another minor corporate tweak. This is a full-fledged power play that could change the hierarchy at Newman Enterprises. What makes this move even more jaw-dropping is the timing. With Victor Newman temporarily distracted by personal matters, Phyllis is seizing the moment to stake her claim. She's reportedly been quietly assembling a group of supporters and leveraging insider knowledge, suggesting that she's no longer content to play second fiddle. If she succeeds, she could hold a position of influence that rivals anyone in Genoa City, and given Phyllis's history, this could lead to unprecedented drama for the Newman family. Family dynamics under strain. While Phyllis is pivoting professionally and personally, her family life is also facing seismic shifts. Her daughter, Summer Newman, has grown into a formidable character in her own right, and sources suggest that Phyllis's change in behavior is putting their relationship to the test. Summer has always admired her mother's strength, but she has also been wary of Phyllis's manipulative tendencies. With Phyllis now taking a more strategic and possibly morally ambiguous approach, Summer may be forced to confront the reality of her mother's ambitions, and perhaps her own place within the family. Moreover, Phyllis's longtime friendships and rivalries are under scrutiny. Characters like Lauren Fenmore, Nikki Newman, and Ashley Abbott have historically been intertwined with Phyllis's schemes. How they react to this new, self-focused Phyllis could ignite a chain reaction of confrontations, alliances, and betrayals that fans won't want to miss. There's a sense among insiders that Genoa City is about to see the return of a Phyllis Summers who plays by her own rules, and the rules of no one else. Genoa City reacts. Fans are divided. As news of Phyllis's switch spreads, fan reactions are pouring in. Social media platforms are ablaze with speculation, praise, and, of course, criticism. Many viewers are thrilled at the prospect of seeing a new side of Phyllis, a character who evolves beyond her traditional schemer persona. Comments like, "Finally, Phyllis is taking control of her own life," and "Love to see her bossing up in Newman Enterprises," dominate fan threads. However, not everyone is on board. Some fans worry that Phyllis's pivot could dilute the qualities that made her such a compelling character in the first place. Critics argue that Phyllis's charm has always been her unpredictability and her willingness to stir chaos. Turning her into a more calculating and self-focused figure could risk alienating fans who loved her for her impulsive, emotionally driven antics. Yet, the debate itself speaks volumes. Phyllis Summers is a character who evokes strong emotions, and this development ensures that she remains at the center of the Genoa City storm. Whether viewers love or hate her latest moves, one thing is undeniable. Phyllis has once again succeeded in keeping everyone talking about her. What this means for Genoa City's future. Phyllis's new trajectory has implications far beyond her own storyline. Genoa City is a town where personal, professional, and romantic lives are intricately linked, and Phyllis's switch could have cascading effects throughout the soap opera's ecosystem. In the corporate realm, Newman Enterprises could see an unprecedented shakeup, potentially inviting rivalries from unexpected quarters. Meanwhile, her decision to step back from her usual romantic scheming could leave other characters scrambling to fill the vacuum, creating a ripple effect in relationships and alliances. From a storytelling perspective, This switch allows writers to explore Phyllis's character in more nuanced ways. Historically, she has often been defined by her desire for love, revenge, and recognition. But now, with a self-focused strategy, we might witness a side of Phyllis that is both ambitious and introspective, capable of achieving her goals without relying solely on manipulation. This could make her a more layered and compelling character than ever before, an evolution that could reinvigorate her role in the series. Predictions and speculations. While the show has yet to reveal the full scope of Phyllis's plan, fans and insiders have been buzzing with predictions. Will Phyllis's power play at Newman Enterprises succeed? Could she finally find a romantic partner who matches her ambition rather than her vulnerability? And how will her daughter Summer navigate the evolving dynamics with her mother? Some speculate that Phyllis could align with unexpected allies, perhaps even former rivals like Ashley Abbott or Lauren Fenmore, to consolidate her influence. Others wonder if this shift could eventually lead to a confrontation with Victor Newman himself, setting the stage for a classic power struggle that could dominate the show for months. Whatever happens, one thing is clear. Phyllis Summers is far from predictable, and her latest move confirms that she is once again the linchpin around which Genoa City's drama revolves. The bottom line: Phyllis Summers' switch in gears is more than a plot twist. It's a seismic shift in the landscape of the young and the restless. From romance to corporate strategy, family dynamics to rivalries, her decision to focus on herself and her ambitions promises to reshape Genoa City in ways that viewers will be talking about for months. Whether fans embrace this new, self-driven Phyllis or mourn the loss of her impulsive, emotionally charged persona, there's no denying that the show has once again given audiences a storyline that is bold, unpredictable, and utterly engrossing. As Genoa City braces for the fallout, one thing is certain. Phyllis Summers has once again proven that she is a force to be reckoned with, and that anyone who underestimates her does so at their peril. Stay tuned, because if the past is any indicator, Phyllis's next move will be even more shocking than today's revelation, and Genoa City will never be the same again.